Hi everybody, it's Granny J Clay, and I just thought I'd bring you into my clay room for a few minutes and show you what I'm going through. Oh my goodness, I just can't get the juices flowing for claying, but I wanted to show you something. I have all kinds of clay just like this that I saved after I did projects, and so this is over the last couple of years. And what I did was I just wrapped it up in wax paper and then folded the end. And so some of them that were in wax paper are a little bit more crumbly. This doesn't seem to be. This seems to be pretty good. But you see there it did crack. So I would have to mix it together to make it into anything. However, I would have to process it again in my pasta maker here. So anyway, I just wanted to show you a few of these things. This is one of the projects that I had where I tore clay apart and layered it on top of some other clay, and I don't even remember what I made, probably necklaces and earrings and so forth. But what I thought I would do today is just take a couple of minutes and show you some of the pieces that I have left over from projects in the past. Oh, I'm almost embarrassed to show you how much clay I have left over. Now, this doesn't even include raw clay that's still left over that I'm trying to figure out what to make from that. But these are just the scraps, the pieces, and I will eventually make something out of these too, hopefully. Hopefully it won't go to waste. But, so that's the first one. I don't know, have you guys ever made projects where you just don't know what you're going to do with the leftovers? And this is one where I'm obviously I made something for Mom because there's an MOM, as you can see, another MO there. But I wrapped this one in saran wrap, and it has a tight seal. I sealed it on all sides, and I can tell that it is softer and more pliable. There's a few cracks in it, but I think those were from before. So I think what I'm going to do probably is leave this and not open it. But as you can see, this is a graduated blend that I did with purple, white, and gray. And that was for some project a long time ago. Let's see, what's the next one? This is a kind of a little oddball one. I can't even remember what I made out of that. It looks like fish scales to me. You can see it and see it's going to crack. When you put it on wax paper, it doesn't seal itself all the way around and keep the air out. So I'm learning. I have to use saran wrap. It sticks to itself. So as you can see, I use some sort of a gold applique for this. I might have used the Pearl Ex on this. I'm not sure. It looks like that's a possibility. So that's another one. And if this bores you, turn it off. I don't blame you one bit. And then here's some more. This is the wax paper. Oh, this is when I made buttons. I made some buttons, clay buttons for some little kids. Clay button necklaces. I don't know if you can kind of tell here. Maybe you can kind of tell there. Those are buttons. But I made several button necklaces for children, just to give them away. So that was another one, and I believe that's Pearl Ex that you see here, and I made the different size buttons, different colors. So that's another one. I'm showing you all my secrets. Okay. Now, sorry for all the crunching. Oh, here's another one. I made other buttons as well out of white. Let's see if I can open this one up too. So you can see it. There you go. You can see them more clearly in this one. That was fun to do. That was fun to do. Anyway, it looks like I have 3 layers here. I wanted to make it thick. That was the back of it. I don't know if you can tell, but it had a print on it. A lot of time and effort into all these things. Where did I get all this time? I'm not sure. Okay, there's another one. And, oh, Here, I'll bring 2 over at a time. This particular one is kind of a print with blue and purple, teal and purple. Obviously, I didn't put anything on the back of that one. So move that down. And here's another one. I made something out of white and gold, obviously. A lot of projects in my past. Lots of projects. I just think of all the things that I've made over the years, and I can't remember half of them. You know, I had a book. When I first started doing this 20 plus years ago, this isn't anything to look at. It's just kind of a mixture of clays together. It's purple and looks like peach maybe and white. If you can tell that. Yeah. Anyway, years ago when I was making things and I was having craft shows, I made all kinds of things. I made, at that point in time, you could buy porcelain portraits at the craft store. And they just laid flat, and I could build around them. And so I would put hats on them and dresses that only showed around the neckline. This is really boring. Let me show you this. And I had a whole booklet made up of pictures from what I had made, and I have no idea where that went. It's gone. It's probably in a box somewhere. If I ever find that, I will show that to you as well, but I have no idea what this was. This looks really odd. Have a texture on the back, so I don't know what that was, but I just hated to waste any clay back then, and well, I still don't like to waste clay. And here we have some silver and purple. I probably made some necklaces and earrings out of that at one time. Anyway, I made the portraits. I even made little bunnies that were nursing their bunnies. All kinds of bunnies. I made pigs. I just made all kinds of things. And I made some horses. I think perhaps I've shown my horses on another video. I still have some of those. I might go run over in the corner of my room here and dig those out and show those to you too. So here's another one. Maybe it's this side. Another gradient. I'm pretty sure I used that for Valentine's Day and made some things for Valentine's Day. But that turned out to be really a pretty 3 colors. Pink, red, and, well, actually there's silver too. And white. So I'll put that here. Making a little pile. Oh, and here's some more. I made some very large Christmas ornaments. And I guess these are the same. I'll just show one. So anyway, that's a Christmas ornament that I made and cut out. I bought these beautiful, gorgeous copper cookie cutters from an elderly couple who have since stopped making them because of the gentleman's health. He could no longer do it. But I have several gorgeous cookie cutters that are made out of copper. Really, you know, they're just something you could hang on a wall. They're so pretty. But this was a copper cookie cutter. And I like to make the ornaments a little bit bigger. Those, anyway. Oh, here's some other colors that I probably used for Valentine's Day. And this looks like this might have been a mokumogane, which is a technique that you can do, because I see how it matches here in the middle. Anyway, right here in the middle, it kind of comes together and makes a print. But I couldn't tell you for sure. So, pretty colors. Pretty colors. These are pretty much the same. One more. I've got a whole pile over there. I just picked out some. Again, these are some Valentine's Day colors. You can just make anything out of this. You know, it could be hearts. It could be whatever you want it to be. And it's still very usable. So I'll have to dig this out around Valentine's Day again. I think what I'm going to do now is, let me see here. This was a really oddball print that I really did not like. There's all kinds of clay in here. I ended up not liking this print whatsoever. I added some other color to it too, it looks like. Anyway, I probably won't use that one again. It's just, it's a little bit too wild for me. But I'll let you look at that while I'm running to get my horses over here. And I will be right back. Okay. I may have shown these carousel horses at one time, but I will bring some out. And I've added chains to them so you can hang them on a wall, that kind of a thing. So fun to use. And this was just a form or a mold that I used. Here's another one. I'll move this guy over here. Some of them got a little bit gaudy. I added a little bit of, I suppose I got bored, just needed to change it up a little bit, I don't know. Put some glitter on them. Here's another horse. This is more peach and brown and creams. Let's see, I'll bring another one out here. I've given a lot of these away also. And let's see, I'll show you this one. But you could just hang them in a child's room or, I don't know, wherever. It's kind of a cute little gift though. At least, you know, you can just give somebody something and just, they know that you're thinking of them and you care about them, and I just love to do that. I guess that's my love language if you've heard that before. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but these have numbers. That's number 4 right there. I think that's a 6. That's a 5. So I obviously imprinted it before I placed it into the mold. So that's another one. Here's the last one. Not too fancy. He's just kind of a different looking little guy. Blue and beige and white. So those are my horses that I wanted to share with you. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring over one of my little gals to show you that too. There goes a stick. Sorry about that. So here is my my little girl who's sitting on a bench. My little girl bunny. So I of course imprinted and made her dress, and I didn't use any pearl X at all. I had a mold for this particular print, and then I just put clay, like yellow clay here and green clay here and orange clay here, and I just wanted to make it look kind of pretty. And then on the top of her hat she's got a little flower too. And she's got her little bag there. She's ready to go shopping. So that's my little, I call her Leilani because I made that after we went to Hawaii and I thought she looked so cute. So you can do all kinds of things with clay. This bench is wood, and I covered it in clay and used some Pearl X on it. And of course I varnished this one too. And so I kind of held on to her. But that's all I have for you today. I'm sorry, I don't know where my creative juices are, but they are not flowing lately. I just have too many other things on my mind, I guess. But all that will pass too, and hopefully I will come up with some new ideas and some new fun things to make, but sorry to disappoint if that's what you were coming for today. And I just show you my old clay. Sorry. Hope you have a good evening this evening. I plan to just kind of relax. What else are we going to do, huh? And enjoy my husband's company and our doggy's company. We have 2 dogs. We have one Lhasa Apso. He's 5. And he's kind of got a little attitude sometimes. They told me when I bought him as a puppy that Lhasas are loyal. And yes, they're very loyal to their owners, and they will bark at other dogs when they come close to you. And then we have a little Peekapoo, and she is just a little doll. She's 4 years old, and she's my husband's best buddy. She just loves him. So cute. Dan and I had 2 boys, and it seemed like all of our pets were always boys, even the birds that we got. And so I wanted to get a little female puppy after we bought our Lhasa. His name is Chewy, by the way. That's short for Chewbacca. My grandkids named him from the Star Wars movie, Chewbacca, so we call him Chewy. And then our little Peekapoo is Bella, and she's a little princess. So anyway, that's all I have for today. That's all I have to share, and we'll see what happens in the next few days. Maybe I'll come up with something. If I do, I'll share it. If not, I'll wait. Have a good evening. Bye, everybody.